if there's one thing that infuriates me about anything in terms of the NASCAR playoffs, it is this whenever a non-playoff driver wins a race.
Didn't make the playoffs, but...
Why is that the first thing that is mentioned? I hate the fact, and I know we're just 2 seconds into this, that any time a non-playoff driver wins a race, we have to mention that they didn't make the playoffs. They won. I mean, go back to Joe Nemechek and Ricky Rudd here in 2004 when both of them fought for this race win. No one was mentioning, oh man, these guys, they're not in the chase, but, they're racing for the win. The win should matter above anything else. I mean, anything else in this moment.
They showed up in the playoffs. Last year they won the championship race at Phoenix, not part of the playoffs, but they kick off the round of 12 for the playoff drivers as a non-playoff participant, but get it to victory lane. What is it about this race team in the
When Dale Earnhardt won the 1998 Daytona 500, imagine if Mike Joy said, 20 years of trying, 20 years of frustration, Dale Earnhardt wins the Daytona 500, and this will help his bid for his 8th championship. Who cares?
I am going to take down my consumption just a little bit, but for us on this one team, that's what Cup racing's all about. It's what Justin Marks bought into Trackhouse with Pitbull to bought into NASCAR with Trackhouse to do stuff like this, to disrupt. And look, there's been times this year where we couldn't have disrupted the minnow pond outside of Darlington, let alone a Cup race. It's hard. It's really tough. So, to come and do this today, there's times where I didn't think after practice and qualifying we had what it took. I thought we'd been way stronger here in the past, and it didn't feel great all day, but our Kubota Chevy, it was better as the rubber went down, and the adjustments were great. I do have to say, I've got quite the bill piling up at Kubota, so this is definitely going to help go to paying that off. I got some new M6s headed down to the farm, and I've also been on Jim Campbell and everybody at GM for one of the new Silverado EVs, so I think I get front of the line now on that. But to win this today is remember that process I talked about at Nashville last year. We haven't left. We haven't went away. Nobody's slowed us down other than ourselves, and today we were the fastest car.
He talked about being a playoff disruptor. He was certainly that today, Lee. Ross Chastain wins here at the Kansas.
It's infuriating. I mean, it's a 2-minute interview posted by NASCAR, and the only thing that we're going to interview him about is the playoffs. The guy won a Cup race. Like, come on. Now, I know that this is quite different in terms of positions in a career, but let's look at this interview from just about 7 years ago. A non-playoff driver in Matt Kenseth winning the second to last race of the season at Phoenix. How the interview is going to go differently, let's say.
Look at that joy from Matt Kenseth grabbing that win, Matt. How did you do that, brother?
I don't know what to say except for thank the Lord. It's been an amazing journey. I know I'm a big baby right now, but just got one race left. Everybody dreams of going out a winner, so we won today. Nobody take that one away from us. It's a heck of a race with Chase there. Golly, just thanks DeWalt, Circle K, Toyota, all our sponsors, and JJR for a great 5 years. It's been quite the journey here the last 20, and thank you, fans. I appreciate it.
Matt, to have that fan support all these years, to be able to get out here to get that win on your own, to do it like you did with this team, how does that feel?
I mean, it's really indescribable, to be honest with you. So I always said nothing could replace my first win. It was actually in the Busch Series way back when. We weren't expected to win. It was a special day, and the way this year has gone, I wasn't really expecting to win today either. So this is a special one. It means a lot. Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, buddy. We'll see you in victory lane.
I don't know if you noticed, but they never mentioned the word playoffs once, or chase, or anything like that. It was playoffs at this time, but still. That is how you should present a win. It's a win. It's a victory. It's an accomplishment by the driver in the moment. To let the moment breathe. Not to let's think about 3 months ago and then 3 months into the future. And then let's talk about, what could have been. No. let's talk about now.
Champ is back. 31 races into the season, victory lane, my friend. How in the world did you get here?
You know, just a never give up night. It's a lot of struggles, and I didn't qualify well, Dave. But you know, kept working our way forward one spot at a time. I knew we had a good car. Not sure we were as good as the 48 or the 5. I never got up there to really race it to the end when they had 2 tires. So I think we were probably pretty even. And when Paul Wolf made the call to take 4 tires, and I saw we were that close to the front, Dave, I knew we could get them. And you know, race Matt hard, race Casey really hard.
Yeah, talk about racing Casey.
You know, I love hard racing, Dave, and there are a handful of guys you can't race hard with in this deal because they freak out. Casey's not one of them. He's an excellent driver, and he ran me hard, but he ran me clean, and that's great racing, and I'm proud to race with him. He did a hell of a job and deserves a lot of credit for it, but at the end of the day, the Miller Lite Ford Fusion was just fast, and we persevered.
Brad Keselowski in victory lane for the first time in 2013, and it's a big night for the 2. Jamie?
There's a lot of good things going on in the sport right now, but there's also a lot of problems. And I think one of them is how we present ourselves in terms of what we want to put out there, or what we want to present our drivers, and in the moments that we create. A Game 7 moment doesn't have to involve the championship. Game 7 moment can involve guy 31 races into the season winning a race. Guy win his last career race. Somebody just who hasn't had a great year snapping off a victory later on in the season. All those wins mean the same. And they should always mean the same, regardless of if you're fighting for a championship or if you're not. And I think that's something over the last 5 years we've really lost. And does that help the championship, making everything revolve around that? I don't think it does. I don't think it would hurt it at all if we took that mentality away. And honestly, how many people that just, let's say, casually watch, because we've been chasing the casual fan for 15 years at this point, 25 years at this point, forever it feels like. How many of them care about the title? You know, they're usually, most of them, if they're casual, they turn on the race and they watch just the race, right? Man, don't they want to watch the race end and then have the interview be about what just happened, the moment? You know, living in the moment. That's what everything should be in sports, is living in the moment, the situation. And moments stack on moments. That's how you tell a story. Not always downplaying a part of the moment to just try and build up another one.
Playoffs, championship playoffs, playoff.